Hey guys, I want to talk about another one of the little lessons that this guy gave my roommate and I back in the 1980s. I've mentioned him before. He was a very, very good player compared to my roommate and I, and he was all about the inner pool player, whereas my roommate and I were decent league players, but much more mechanically minded as far as shooting goes. Anyway, one of the lessons that this guy talked about was finding your limits, knowing what your limits are. And that wasn't quite, I guess, the normal meanings of limits. You know, there were nuances that, let's just get at it here. So, let's say, let's do this. This is a more standard practice shot for me. So let's say I'm just going to shoot the 2, try to hit at 6 o'clock, see how much draw I can get. I have to use a pull stroke on this. I get a better stroke with a pull stroke than I do with a push, and I can't miss it. But all right, so that was pretty good for me. On a good day, I can get to within a diamond of this rail. I don't think I've ever hit this rail, but I've gotten to about here a couple times. Well, anyway, let's say that draw back to here and up to here. Let's say that's my limit. What our instructor, our sensei, was talking about wasn't, well, don't ever try to do any more than that, because you can't, because that's your limit. Of course, that's part of it, but the other part of it was, because he was all about the inner pool player, he would say, well, your inner pool player knows how to shoot a stop shot. At that point, that was a true statement. We could shoot a stop shot. And the inner pool player knows how to draw all the way back to that line. What he would say was the inner pool player can do anything in between. Can do anything in between. Pretty cool. All you got to do is figure out how to give the shot to the inner pool player and have him execute it properly. And I can't even make the 2, so I was going to get about the same amount of draw on that shot, I think. So it wasn't just about don't try to exceed your limits, although that was part of it. It was know your limits, and then know that anything in that range from nothing to whatever that limit is possible by your inner pool player. Kind of cool stuff. Another one that he would talk about would be a follow shot. How can I set this up? So I'm gonna try to bank the 2 somewhere around here with follow this time, and see how much I can do. How much follow can I get? This is as much about the stroke as it is about how strong I am, just like the draw. And sometimes I hit them better than others. I didn't hit that one at noon. I hit it, what, about 12:30. If I hit it at noon on the clock, again, I have to do a pull stroke on it. I get a better stroke with a pull stroke than I do with a push. I just do. So, I think sometimes I've hit this rail. So we could call that rail my limit, or we could call this my limit. Anyway, the point is, no matter where I am, from a stop shot to following all the way up and back down, the theory is my inner pool player knows how to do that, or is capable of doing that. Just have to, trust your inner pool player, give the shot to the inner pool player, whatever. This guy was all about the inner pool player. Another one would be just how hard can I hit a ball? This is odd for the ball. I want to not chase me through all of it. Let's do how hard can I hit a ball? If I shoot this shot, usually I can come around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rails and not get to the 8th rail. Usually. This is a 9-foot table with 760 Simonis HR. I keep it in fairly good condition. The balls are fairly in fairly good shape. So we just see what happens. I'm gonna try to shoot this basically at break speed, okay? Break speed for me. Looks like the table's playing a little bit slower than normal. It's like, often I can hit this rail. Let's say that's my limit. That's how strong I am. Absolutely, there are people that can do a hell of a lot better than that. Now, some of those guys can probably go around the table a second time. And I certainly hope there are people that can't hit it that well. 4-year-old girls maybe probably couldn't hit it that hard. So, but that's my limit. So now, in theory, I can hit a shot anything from about that speed to all the way around the table like that. And there's a ball in the way, Dave. So, it's not just about the limits, it's about the range. What range am I capable of? This is going to be another shot that, full disclosure, I tried to make this video a little while ago. Didn't work. I got hung up on this one shot that I have made before, but I could not make it this time. The shot is this, as described. So I have a dot at the intersection of every diamond on my table. That's one of the first things I do when I get a table recovered. I draw the line, I draw this line, find the foot spot, but I don't just find the foot spot, I find the intersection for everything. Anyway, enough of that. I have a dot right here. One diamond out from this side rail. Put an object ball right there. I have a dot right there. Put a cue ball right here. I'm only going to shoot this one time, then I'm going to cheat. I'm only going to try this one time, then I'm going to cheat. So what I'm going to do, attempt to do, cut the 10 in that corner. Obviously take the very thin, very thin hit, and if I make it, it's my limit. That's at my limit. And the only reason I can say that is because I've made it before. For tonight, maybe that's my limit right there. You know, tonight's humidity and the status of the balls and all that. But I said I was going to cheat, so I'm going to cheat now, just to kind of show that the shot is possible. Put that 10 on the same spot, and I'm going to use this. It's kind of like a ghost ball. I'm going to line it up, touching the 10, and aim straight at that pocket. I can aim straight at the pocket. I don't have to allow for contact-induced throws. When a shot is this thin. When a shot is this thin, sure, there's always going to be contact-induced throw, but it's very negligible. So these two balls are lined up straight for the center of that pocket opening. I'm going to put the cue ball back in the same place, and I can come over here and look straight at that 2, and I see that there is a tiny bit of overlap with the 10. And that's what tells me that the shot is possible. So I can make this 10, providing I hit it hard enough, by hitting that 2 dead in the face. I can also make it by hitting a 2 around here somewhere, like a cut combo thing, but I'm not going to do that because everybody can do that, and that's really cheating. This is only slightly cheating, in case you're wondering, but I still have to hit it pretty damn hard. I'm hitting a 2 dead in the face, but hard. And you can watch it trickle down there. So we call that my limit on a cut shot, is that. Although I didn't do it tonight. So my limit is going to be a little bit less than that. Seriously, I shouldn't have to say this, but these are not shots that I hope most people would shoot in a game unless they just flat out don't like money. And if you don't like money, contact me, I'll give you my address, you can send me money. That'll work. So if I'm going to try to cut this, I know I can do it. I know I can do it because I can and have in the past cut shots more difficult than that. So I know this is a possible shot. Now, is it a stupid shot? Yes, but it's still possible. So in certain situations, practice or showing off or whatever, then maybe I would shoot it and give it a try. That's the thing that I really got out of this whole limits lesson that my roommate and I were given. Of course, it was, your inner pro player can do all these things in this range now. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But there's a confidence thing that you get. Like when of course I missed the 2, but that was still a tough shot. But I knew it was possible. I knew it was possible for me to cut that 2 in because I've done it before. I've done harder shots than that before. And that can help you. I don't want to get on a shot. Let's say I can cut the 2 with the balls like this, but what if they're down here? And I'm playing one pocket and that's my pocket. Is this shot possible? I happen to know that it is not possible. Because if I line up a ghost ball, I don't have any overlap at all. So it's not a possible shot. Without doing some kind of masse, or I guess you could jump into the proper contact point. Yeah, guess what? I'm not that good, and I seriously doubt most people are that good. Maybe fucking Dennis. Anyway, so I could cut the holy crap out of this ball no matter how much I want, as much as I want. Can you tell I cut that ball? That's good, I didn't. Oops. One more time. I could cut the holy crap out of it. I might even, by some fluke, get it going in the right direction at some point. I don't even think that's possible. But if I did, I bet it wouldn't make it to the pocket. What was I saying? Oh, what I was saying was, knowing your limits also lets you know your range, and can give you the confidence to know that anything in that range is an easy shot. It's a possible shot, not an easy shot. That was the wrong word. Sorry about that. It's a possible shot. So if the situations are going to dictate that you shoot it, at least now you know that you're not doing something 100% impossible. You're only doing something potentially really, really stupid and difficult, but at least possible. And knowing that, what's the saying? Knowing is half the battle. Knowing might be more than half the battle in some cases. I guess that's it. I'm going to stop this. I'm trying to watch a stupid pay-per-view, but they're not playing the match I want to watch yet.